I'm Rochelle. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to talk about marinades. But before I get there, I got to give you a little backstory about how I got to marinades. My husband went to prison, and when he did, he was our cook. Before my husband, my father was my cook. My mom couldn't even boil water. So when I married my husband, I could cook maybe spaghetti. I tried macaroni and cheese a few times, but it was always hard. I couldn't cook. So when my husband went to prison, I was scared. So I started watching all the cooking channels that I could come up with. And poor people don't eat the way they teach you to cook on these cooking shows. So that wasn't doing me any good. And I didn't know what I was going to do to feed myself and my daughter. So my grandmother, when I was a kid, she taught me how to bake and how to can, thank God, but not how to cook. So I started hitting the cookbooks, and I have many. And I kept finding recipes in the backs of these cookbooks in my grandma's handwriting, my dad's handwriting, my aunt's handwriting. And my inner baker came out as I was trying these recipes. But everything I cooked was bland. I never used any seasonings, nothing. Meat was one of the blandest things I ever cooked, and it got to the point where my daughter would not eat meat anymore when I cooked it. She would just take a bite and leave it because it was always so plain and so bland. So one day, I decided I was going to learn to marinate meat. So I made myself a marinade, and marinades are your friend. Trust me, if you have a kid who does not want to eat meat, and we're poor, and so we're always eating chicken 2 or 3 times a week, and a pork chop now and again, and they just don't want to eat that meat, make this marinade. Your kids are going to love it. It's like candied meat for children, and us big kids like it too. So, these are the ingredients that we use to make our marinades. We got brown sugar, I put garlic in it, olive oil, soy sauce. Try to get the low sodium, otherwise this goes from sweet to salty really fast, and Worcestershire sauce. You're always going to want an olive oil base because it's what holds the marinade on your meat. And you're thinking olive oil, expensive. Poor people can't afford olive oil. You guys, this is $1 at the Dollar Tree. Use those stores. Make those stores your friend. Dollar Tree, Family Dollar. Shop at more than one grocery store. Go to grocery stores that have reward programs, Ridley, Smith's, Fred Meyer's, all of those. Sign up for all of them to get their online coupons and specials, and shop at more than one store, because Fred Meyer's might have something you need on sale one day when your normal grocery store doesn't. It can stretch that $100 that you got to feed a family of 4 for a month by going to different stores. All right, the most important ingredient in a marinade is your brown sugar. It's what gives it its candy, yummy flavor that the kids are going to love. 1/4 cup. That's all you put in there. Then you're going to want to put in 3 tablespoons of olive oil. The only thing the olive oil does is holds the marinade on the meat. It doesn't give it any flavor or change the flavor. You want a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. And then I do a teaspoon of soy sauce. Low sodium, so you don't get a real salty marinade. And I do a teaspoon of Worcester. And then I just put in some garlic powder. And there you have it. You have Rochelle's famous candy marinade for any kind of meat. And trust me when I tell you, your kids will eat this. This stuff is so good, you guys. So until next time, bon appetit.